Imagine finally being able to make your dreams come true and live the life you've always wanted. What would it be like to live without the grip of poverty that oppresses you? And what would it be like to not have to live every day thinking about the things that aren't going well and that make you sad? In this video, thanks to a Zen story and Buddhist wisdom, you will discover an ancient ritual that has the power to ward off poverty forever and lead you towards true prosperity. The story you will hear, in fact, talks about the cinnamon ritual and an initiatory journey to discover true wealth, the one that is not measured in money, but in happiness, love, and inner peace. So, stay until the end because it will be a fascinating journey of personal growth that will lead you towards emotional balance and mental well-being. In the second half of the video, we will reveal the real symbolic and spiritual implications of this ancient Buddhist practice. But before continuing, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to stay updated when we publish new content for your spiritual growth. One frosty winter morning, in the shadow of the sacred volcano, within the walls of an ancient Buddhist temple, the monk Tao awaited the dawn with his disciples. Their souls were troubled by a question that had tormented humanity since ancient times: how to free themselves from the grip of poverty. With her enigmatic smile and penetrating gaze, Tao gathered them around a crackling fire. The crackling of the dancing flames created an atmosphere of quiet and contemplation, while the scent of green tea lingered in the air. Today, I will teach you an ancient ritual that has the power to ward off poverty forever, Tao announced in a calm voice. It is not a simple magic formula, but an introspective journey to discover true wealth. From his saffron tunic, Tao produced a bag of scented cinnamon. The disciples, intrigued, approached to admire the precious spice. Its warm and enveloping aroma pervaded the temple, creating an atmosphere of mysticism. Cinnamon, Tao explained, is not only a prized spice, but a symbol of abundance and prosperity. You should know that its beneficial properties give strength to the body and purify the spirit, opening the mind to new possibilities. After starting with these words, Tao invited the disciples to close their eyes and concentrate on their breathing. The dim light of the candles illuminated their faces, tense and attentive, born from the profound desire to listen to the wisdom of their mentor. Imagine poverty as a dark shadow enveloping you, Tao said solemnly. Feel the weight of its oppression weighing on your shoulders and preventing you from flying high. With delicate gestures, the monk lit a brazier and poured a pinch of cinnamon on the burning embers. A thick, aromatic smoke was released, enveloping the disciples in a warm embrace. Now, Tao continued, breathe deeply and imagine that the aroma of cinnamon is dissolving the shadow of poverty, purifying your soul, and freeing you from the chains of fear. The disciples, immersed in deep meditation, let themselves be carried away by the intoxicating scent of cinnamon. As they did so, they concentrated on visualizing poverty gradually vanishing, giving way to a feeling of inner peace and confidence in the future. At the end of the ritual, Tao invited them to reopen their eyes. Their faces were radiant, illuminated by a new awareness. Remember, warned the monk, true wealth does not reside in material things, but in the depths of our soul. Cinnamon is only a means to connect us with our inner abundance. In the following days, the disciples continued to practice the cinnamon ritual, savoring its benefits not only for the spirit, but also for the body. Cinnamon, in fact, has anti-inflammatory, digestive, and antioxidant properties, which strengthen the immune system and give well-being to the body. The ancient teaching of Tao opened new horizons in the lives of the disciples. Poverty was no longer an insurmountable obstacle, but an opportunity to grow and evolve. They learned to cultivate gratitude for what they possessed, even if little, and to appreciate the beauty of small things. Their existence turned into a journey of inner discovery in search of true wealth, inner peace, the joy of living, and unconditional love. The story of the cinnamon ritual quickly spread throughout the country, going beyond the boundaries of the temple and reaching villages and cities. People, attracted by the promise of freeing themselves from poverty, flocked to Tao to learn the ritual. And the monk, with his wisdom and compassionate soul, welcomed everyone with a smile and taught them the practice with dedication. Thus, the temple became a place of pilgrimage for those who desired a better life, not only materially but also spiritually. The cinnamon ritual was simple and accessible to all. It didn't require expensive items or special skills, just a pinch of cinnamon and a sincere desire for change. In homes, temples, and squares, the scent of cinnamon mixed with the prayers and hopes of a people who yearned for a more prosperous life. And over time, the benefits of the ritual became evident. Material poverty began to decline, while inner wealth grew in people's hearts. Compassion, generosity, and collaboration flourished in the communities, creating a climate of harmony and mutual trust. Tao did not limit himself to teaching the ritual, but offered his disciples and all those who met him a precious life lesson. True wealth is not possessed but cultivated. It resides deep in our soul and is made up of priceless values such as love, compassion, gratitude, and inner peace. The cinnamon ritual is an invitation to live an authentic and meaningful life in harmony with ourselves and with creation. It helps us free ourselves from the chains of materiality and connect with our deepest essence. It is a path of inner growth that allows us to discover true wealth, the one that is not measured in money, but in happiness, love, and inner peace. Practicing the cinnamon ritual allows us to light the flame of awareness within us, to open our hearts to compassion and love, and to cultivate gratitude for what we have. It reminds us that true wealth is not owned but cultivated. It resides deep in our soul and is made up of priceless values such as love, compassion, generosity, and inner peace. The cinnamon ritual is an invitation to live a life full of meaning. It is not a magic formula for obtaining material wealth, but a path of inner growth that allows us to discover the true wealth that resides within us.